Okay. So, when we say similar, okay, it is actually parang pinalaki or pinaliit lang na image, no? Uh, Meron siyang certain scale factor para palakihin or paliitin. In the other countries, they term this as dilations, no? Dilations maaring paliitin or palakihin. And then, we have to determine the scale factor. Yung scale factor na yon, yun yung sa proportion. Isn't it that kapag proportion yung dalawang segments, cut proportionally, ibig sabihin nun, yung ratio nila are equal. So, ganun din yung sa when we're talking about similar figures, no? They have exactly the same figure, but yung size nila ang magkaiba. Ito yung pagkakaiba ng congruent sa similar. Pag sinabing congruent, the image is exactly the same and the size is also exactly the same, no? Magkaparehang pag magkapareha. Pagka sinabi namang similar, parehong-pareho sila ng image, although mas maliit yung isa kaysa sa dun sa isa. Okay, so example of this, for example, we have here assuming that this is a regular pentagon, okay, sa regular pentagon, ilan ba ang total measurement ng interior angles niya? Sum of the interior angles. Anyone? This is just a recall of what you have learned from grade 7. Usually, ang
500.
ano? What is it? May sumasagot?
540 po.
Okay, thank you very much, Patrick. Pero explain natin sa kanila bakit 540, no? Sa mga polygons, in order for you to know the sum of the interior angles, hanapin mo lang kung ilang triangle siya in one vertex. Kunyari ito, isa. Para sa vertex na to. Okay. So, we have here, nakagawa tayong tatlong triangles. And ilan ba yung total measurement of triangles? Is 180. So, all you have to do is multiply, no? Multiply mo kung ilang triangles, tatlo yan, multiply mo sa 180. So, yun yung total measurement, 180. So, kung regular siya, that means each of the interior angle is, okay, each of the interior angle is what? So, 540, i-divide mo ngayon yan sa 5 because we have 5 angles here, no? Interior angles. Pag sinabing regular, that means all the angles are congruent, no? So, this is 108 each, no? 108 degrees. Okay. Now, if you're going to draw another one, but this time it is bigger. Okay, so since this is a regular polygon, regular, assuming na lang kasi this is not drawn to scale. This means that the regular polygon din to, regular pentagon siya, and it has 108 degrees angles. Tigwa 108 yan. Since this is a regular pentagon, it means all the sides are also congruent, no? Lahat congruent. As you can see, yung mga angles are congruent, and as well as sa isang pentagon, a regular pentagon, all the angles, all the sides are equal. Now, as you can see, parang pinalaki lang siya, no? Pinalaki lang siya, but it is exactly the same figure. Now, ano ba yung mga condition in order for you to say that the two polygons are similar? Okay, so we only have two conditions here. The first condition, all the angles, all the angles all the corresponding angles, I mean. So, corresponding. May mga corresponding angles siya. all the corresponding angles are congruent. Okay, so this is example ko. Um, they all, parehas silang tigwa 108. So these two proves that they have all the corresponding angles must be congruent. This is meron ding case kasi na hindi tigwa 108 lang, no. So you don't have to know which of the corresponding angles it is, but mamaya ipapakita ko sa inyo in other polygons, okay? So the second condition must be the corresponding sides, okay? The corresponding sides the corresponding sides are proportional. That means they have the same ratio. Proportional. Okay. Let me have an exact example here. For example, we have here. Okay. So, if for example, this is quadrilaterals. Okay, so this is a four-sided polygon, A, B, C, D. This is E, F, G, H. Okay. Kapag, for example, it says here that quadrilateral A, B, C, D is similar. So, this is the symbol for similar. Pag congruent, dalawa siya, no? Dalawang ganyan. Pero pagka similar, ang symbol is only isang ganyan lang, no? Parang yung S na pinahiga. Now, is similar to quadrilateral E, F, G, H. Now, ano ba yung sinasabi nating corresponding? Pagka merong problem na ganito, understood na yan, pinair na siya sa corresponding angles niya. For angle A, ang corresponding angle niya is angle E. Ang angle B niya, ang corresponding angle niya is angle F. Angle C for angle G. And angle D for angle H, no? Yung tapat niya, no? Yung corresponding niya. Now, if for example, this is 60 degrees, this is 50 degrees. And this is 120. Oh, let's say 110. 110. And the last one is 140. Okay, so assuming na ganyan yung ano niya. And then, dito, ang corresponding ng A, corresponding angle ng A, which is E, is also 60 degrees. And the corresponding angle of B, which is angle F, is also 50 degrees. And for angle C, which is 110 degrees, ang corresponding angle niya is angle G, and it is also 110 degrees. And then lastly, angle D for angle H, they have both 140 degrees. Okay, so yan yung corresponding angles. Now, hindi ito enough to say that these two polygons are similar. Kasi dapat maging proportional muna yung corresponding side niya. Okay. So, aside from corresponding angles, you must also know which are the corresponding side. Kung ganito pinangalan yung dalawang similar polygons, yung AB corresponds to side EF. No? So, itong AB corresponds to side EF. Okay? And then side BC, so this one, corresponds to side FG. Okay, so itong BC para sa FG. And then CD, this one, corresponds to side GH. Ito. Okay? And so dapat alamin ninyo kung ano muna yung mga corresponding parts, no? And then lastly, we have AD, no? We have side AD. Ito, yung pang-apat. Corresponds to EH. Ito. Yan yung mga corresponding sides niya. Now, if they are similar, dapat proportional sila yung corresponding sides niya. No, or else, hindi siya pwedeng maging similar. If, for example, we have here, this is, for example, 5. And this is 10. And this is 4. And 8. This is, for example, 4 then. So, this is also 8. And we have here 3. And then 6. Okay. So, kung similar sila, dapat proportional yung mga corresponding sides. So, anong corresponding sides ng AB? Corresponding sides ng AB? Ano ulit? Ito. Ano corresponding side nito? Sinabi ko na kanina. It is side?
EF.
Okay, EF. This one. So, yung ratio nilang dalawa, no? Ng corresponding sides must be equal, no? They are proportional to all the corresponding sides. So, let's have BC now. So, we have BC. Corresponding sides niya is FG. And it also must be equal since they are proportional. That means their ratio must be equal. So, we have CD over the corresponding side of CD is GH. And lastly, we have AD. Ang corresponding side niya naman is EH. Okay, tignan natin kung proportional sila. Dahil kung hindi, so question mark pa to, no? Dapat maging equal sila. Tignan natin, AB is 3. EF is 10. Ay, 3. Sorry, 5 pala. 3 ang inano ko. So, this is AB, which is 5. So, burahin natin to. Lagay natin 5. And then, yung EF, this one, it's given, it's 10. Equal to your BC, this one is 4. Over FG is 8. CD is 4 and GH is 8. And lastly, we have AD, this one, ito, this is 3, and EH is 6. Now, in order for us to know if they are proportional, what do we do? We only have to cross multiply, and if their product is equal, then they are proportional. So let's try to multiply. 5 times 8 is 40, as well as 4 times 10. So they are proportional. How about this one? 4 times 8 is 32. Para silang 4 times 8, so they are equal also. And then lastly, we have 4 times 6, that's 24, as well as 8 times 3, it's also 24. So they are proportional. No, lahat ng corresponding sides are proportional. So that means ABCD is similar to EFGH. No? So it nakuha niya lahat ng condition. All the corresponding angles are congruent? Correct. No? So, lahat ng corresponding angles congruent. And the corresponding sides are proportional. Kulang. Proportional. Okay? So, any question with this? Sa similar polygons? Now, if you were asked to know what is the scale factor, sa ibang country kasi tinatanong what is the scale factor, sa atin, ang tawag natin dito is the common ratio. So, what's going to be their common ratio? Yung AB over EF is 5 over 10. Okay, 5 over 10. And 5 can be expressed as 5 times 1. 10 can be expressed as 5 times 2. So just cancel out 5 and 5 here. What's left is 1 half. So 1 half yung 5 over 10. As well as 4 over 8. 4 can be expressed as 4 times 1. 8 can be expressed as 4 times 2. Cancel out 4. Cancel out 4. What we have is only 1 half. And then 3 over 6. So 3 can be 3 times 1. And 6 is 3 times 2. Once again, pag kinancel mo yan, 1 half 10. So the common ratio I mean. The common ratio is, yung common ratio, this is not comfort room yung CR, sinorkat ko lang. Common ratio is 1 half. Okay? So, paano ba to? For example, if you were given, okay, these two quadrilaterals are similar. Okay? And then, merong isang missing part. For example, this one is missing part, EF. No? For example, EF is, where is EF? EF is here. No? Hindi mo alam kung ano yung EF. No? Since you already know that the common ratio is 1 half, equal mo lang siya. Since AB is given, AB is equal to 5. And yung EF ang hinahanap natin. Kunyari lang, hindi pa natin alam yung EF. No? We're looking for the missing parts. If, for example, it is given that they are similar. Now, just cross multiply, of course. That's EF. EF times 1 is EF. Is equal to, cross multiply this one, 10. Okay, so by using the ratio and proportion, you were able to know the missing part. Okay, so this is 10. Actually, originally it's 10. Okay po? Any question with this? Any question with this? No? Wala? Okay, so let's have the basic proportionality theorem. Okay. Meron tayong basic proportionality theorem. Ito yung nasabi ko yata sa inyo last week pa. Basic proportionality theorem. That is about proportion. Theorem. And we also have the converse. Ito yung pinagawa ko sa inyo, no? For example, we have here a triangle. And then, yung third side, merong line parallel to this. Okay? If they are parallel, then we have two similar triangles here. One is the bigger one. So, let's put another color here. Yung isang triangle is this one. Okay? Yung isang triangle, ito. Yung mas malaki. At yung isang triangle naman, yung mas maliit. No? Okay. If in this case, if a line is parallel to the third side of the triangle, then the two triangles that is formed are similar. Yun yung basic proportionality theorem. That means, since they become similar, their corresponding sides would be proportional. Okay, corresponding sides will be proportional. Okay, let's say, okay, proportional. Sabihin na natin, for example, this is ABC. And we have D, E dito. Okay? So, meron tayong isang triangle. We have triangle ABC. Is definitely similar to triangle, yung mas maliit, no? Yung E, B, D. Okay? Similar sila. That is when we have here a line that is parallel, a segment that is parallel to the third side. No, so it divides these two into similar triangles. Now, ibig sabihin nun, yung angle nito, since angle nito is equal to the angle of here. No? Ito yung corresponding angles niya, AE. And then yung B and B, they share the same angles, B and B. And then lastly, yung C. Ito, magiging congruent din siya dito. Pareha sila. No? Ito din, pareha sila. Ito naman, pareha silang may angle B. So, all the angles are congruent. And since it says that they are similar, therefore yung respective corresponding sides nila are proportional. Now, for example, this is if this is 12, okay, and this is BC is 8. This is 3. No. This is 6 and this is 3. Okay. You were asked, since they are similar, it is already given that this is parallel to this side, to the third side of the triangle. Therefore, ang una nyong gagawin, kunin nyo muna yung common ratio. Siyempre, tignan ninyo yung meron silang parehas na given. Pero tignan muna natin yung mga corresponding sides, no? AB, corresponding sides ng AB is, so this is AB. Paghiwalayan natin yung triangle para makita nyo, no? Pag pinalitan ko ba, makikita nyo pa rin? So, ito yung, for example, yung mas malaking triangle. So, we have here ABC. Okay? Ilagay ko lang dito, no? Tapos, yung mas maliit na triangle, we have E, B, D. Okay, EBD. Now, yung AB, ang corresponding sides niya is of course EB. Okay, ano pa yung mga corresponding sides? Ano yung corresponding sides naman ng BC? Ano yung corresponding sides ng BC? Anyone?
BD po.
Okay, BD. And lastly, anong corresponding sides ng AC?
ED po.
Okay, very good. AC, corresponding sides niya is ED. Now, tignan natin yung mga given. AB is 12. EB is, where's EB? EB. Hindi natin alam. Okay, so lagay natin. Aalamin pa natin mamaya. Okay, and then here, BC is 8. And BD is, hindi rin natin alam, no? Walang nakalagay. Ito is 8. This is 6. This is 12. Okay, dito, hindi natin alam. Hindi rin natin alam to. Pero ito alam natin, 3. Okay, so BD. Naalamin pa natin. And then lastly, AC is 6. And ED is 3. Okay. Ito, meron siyang parehas na may given. So, dito natin i-base yung common ratio. So, what's going to be the common ratio? Ano yung magiging common ratio nila? This one. To the lowest term, we have what?
2 po.
Okay, 2 or 2 over 1, no? So, the common ratio would be 6 over 3, or because 6 can be expressed as 3 times 2, and 3 can be expressed as 3 times 1. Okay, so canceling out this one. So ang natira natin is 2 over 1. So the common ratio is 2 over 1. Now, we want to know what EB is. No? Hindi natin alam yung EB. So we have to equate this to the common ratio, which is 2 over 1. No? And then just cross multiply. We have 2EB is equal to 1 times 12. So that is 12. 1 times 12 is 12. Now, anong gagawin natin next in order for us to get EB? Anong gagawin next? This is 2EB is equal to 12. So, anong gagawin next? Hinahanap lang natin is EB.
Ma'am, divide po sa 2.
Okay, thank you very much, anak. You have to divide both sides by 2, no? Kapag lagi niyong tatandaan, pag ito for example ang hinahanap, ito yung unknown at may kasama siyang number, no? Kailangan nating i-eliminate to. So in order to eliminate this one, since this is multiplying to 2, mag-divide ka ng 2. No? On both sides. So it won't hurt the value. Kung ano yung dinivide mo dito, yun din ang di-divide mo dito. Cancel out na natin 2 over 2 because 2 over 2 is equal to 1. So EB therefore is equal to 12 over 2 is 6. Okay, so this is 6. No? Magiging 6 to. Hindi siya mukhang 6 ano, kasi dapat kalahati nung 12 eh. Anyway, this is not drawn to scale. So baka malito kayo no. Ma'am, bakit ganun? Yung 6 ganito kan tapos dapat 6 din dapat to dito no, yung another half niya. But anyway, since this is not drawn to scale, okay lang 'yon. Basta ganyan yung pagsasolve. And then we also have to solve for BD. Okay, so we have 8 over BD is equal to 2 over 1 ulit. No? So, cross multiply again. Cross multiply. So, 2BD is equal to 8 times 1 is 8. So, dividing both sides by 2. By 2, BD therefore is equal to 4. Okay? So, yung BD mo is 4. So, this is 4 daw. Okay. Again, this is not drawn to scale. Baka malito kayo, bakit ganito yung drawing? It's supposed to be dapat 4 din dito yung sa another segment niya. No? Anyway, so that's it. That is for the basic proportionality theorem. Okay po? So the second one would be the angle bisector theorem. Yung angle bisector ng triangle. No? For example, we have here triangle. Let's say this is triangle ABC. No, and then we have an angle bisector. Pagka sinabing angle bisector, it divides the angle into two congruent angles. No, that means yung angle B hinati siya into two congruent angles. No, equal din to. Nahati siya equally. Now, let's have this one as D. Okay, in this case, etong segment na to, over this side of the triangle, so we have AD over this one, AB, would be equal, no? Proportional sila ngayon. It divides this segment proportionally to the sides of the triangle. So we have here D is DC. Ito namang DC ang gawin natin. Over this time it's BC. Ganyan. No? So, or, actually, pwede siyang using the alternation, we can say that AB, AD over DC. No? Etong AD over DC, yung ratio nitong dalawa, must be equal to the ratio of the other two sides of the triangle, which is, this is AB over BC. Yan yon, no? So, yan yung magiging sa angle bisector ng triangle theorem. Okay po? Any question with this? That is in the case if you have an angle bisector. Okay? Do you have any more question with this? Mag-question na kayo?